Obviously, this was all due to the butterfly effect.
The what?
Butterfly effect. You know, a butterfly in Africa lands on a giraffe's nose, the giraffe sneezes, that spooks a gazelle, the gazelle bonks into a rhinoceros, and the rhinoceros blindly stampedes into a phone booth, calls New York somehow and says, "Hey, go kill this idiot Ron for a suitcase because the rhinoceros speaks English."
Just one of the many plausible plot lines that is Archer. Animated espionage at its finest. Say, this is a true treat to have creator Adam Reed here with us. The magic of this show is you have characters doing bad things, but you've made them lovable. How?
Somehow, I think that's all our voice cast. I think we have one of the best casts on television, and they say terrible things, but somehow you still end up rooting for them.
And you were telling me a really interesting story. When you have a series like this, you want to create the following, especially when it relies on voice, how you got the cast in place, because the talent is phenomenal.
When we sent out the casting description to all the agents, we were describing the character of Archer's mother, Mallory, and we described her domineering, icy, a lot of secrets, a lot of lies, and then we said, think Jessica Walter in Arrested Development, and the next day Jessica Walter's agent called us and said, how about the actual Jessica Walter? So then we stopped what we were doing and used Jessica's name and went through a wish list of the best cast we could imagine and said, Jessica Walter is already attached, so if you'd like to be on a show with her, come be on Archer. And using her name, then we just rolled them up like a drug bust. We got Aisha Tyler, John Benjamin, Chris Parnell, Judy Greer.
Action-packed lineup on this. You know, it really is impressive to see what you've created. I mean, the idea of Sterling Archer, in case you haven't seen the show, this is like James Bond with attitude. He is very inconsiderate about things, but it's funny, it's engaging, and this idea, what inspired it for you? And I mean, what, six seasons deep now?
We'll be starting season 6 in January. It's sort of, I read a lot of the James Bond novels, which are a lot darker than the movies, and then tried to see if I could make a character the worst you could imagine, but you still like him, and try to walk that line between that's a horrible person, but I'm on his side.
Yeah. And when you look at real life, your friends, your family, the characters, the looks, does this mirror what's going on in Adam's life?
No. I don't think I would hang out with people like this in real life.
Yeah. So how is it, creative control-wise? I mean, Netflix is a really interesting way to consume television today. You're about to have season 6. How is it creative control-wise for you now? You've created the show. You've got the momentum. Do you have Netflix saying, okay, Adam, this is the way it's got to go, or is it we trust you with your vision?
Well, we make it for FX. And we have, I guess, 6 seasons in now, have really, I know what they want, and they know what they want, so we give them that.
Yeah.
But they're great to work for, and the bad thing, TV writers always gripe about getting notes from the network. And the only thing I've found that's worse than bad notes from the network is good notes from the network. Those are somehow more infuriating because you think, all right, I should have known that.
Yeah. And you know, you're sharing some of your wisdom today at the Vancouver International Film Festival, and I think it's great when we have someone with your success sharing the lessons you've learned. So aspiring writers out there that, you know, have their own unique vision, what do you say to them when they want to create something with the following you have with FX?
You know, I think the game has changed so much in the past decade. You used to have to move to LA and you know, get a job in the mailroom and then work your way up, but now young people are writing their own stuff and shooting it, you know, digital on their phone even, and putting it on YouTube. And the networks now have people who their entire job is to just sort of comb YouTube and look for talent. So I think the gate is much more open than it used to be.
And quick tease for those excited for season 6, because I know you're doing a sneak peek later at your session today, 4:15, by the way. We'll have details on Facebook. What is the future for Sterling Archer?
Well, they are going on more adventures this season. They're going to be in the Alps. They're going to Argentina. And I think at some point there will be a shrink ray involved, and they will spend a few episodes inside the human body.
Wow. Yeah. There's a tease and a half. Season 6, tune in on FX. Beauty, man. Great to see you.
Thank you very much.
Have fun with the session. Enjoy Vancouver.